I now request Your Excellencies to sign the Memorandum of Understanding between the Government of the Republic of Maldives and the Government of the Republic of India on Standby Credit Facility. May I now request Excellencies to sign the Memorandum of Understanding between the Government of the Republic of Maldives and the Government of the Republic of India regarding the renovation of Indira Gandhi Memorial Hospital. The fifth agreement to be signed today is the program of cooperation between the Government of the Republic of Maldives and the Government of the Republic of India for the years 2012 to 2015. Thank you, Your Excellencies. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite His Excellency Mr. Mohammad Nasheed, President of the Republic of Maldives, and His Excellency Dr. Manmohan Singh, Prime Minister of the Republic of India, to sign the Framework Agreement on Cooperation for Development between the Government of the Republic of Maldives and the Government of the Republic of India. Thank you, Your Excellencies. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the signing ceremony. Thank you. We will now proceed to the joint statement.
Your Excellency, Prime Minister of India, all distinguished members present here this morning. Today, both India and the Maldives have signed a number of agreements to include a framework agreement for cooperation. This is a very wide agreement that has a number of advantages to both countries. That agreement and also the agreement of the standby credit facility, which amounts to another $100 million, and the agreement to renovate the Indira Gandhi Memorial Hospital goes a long way in Indian assistance towards Maldives development and towards our development programs. We thank the Indian government for this reason and for many other contributions towards our economic, social, and political development. It is also agreed to enhance connectivity by air and sea, in particular through shipping links and ferry services. In this context, both the Indian Prime Minister and myself directed our concerned officials to work towards starting a regular passenger cargo ferry between Cochin and the Maldives and other destinations between the Maldives and India. In this context of other destinations, we very much hope that these destinations would finally include the islands of Minicoy, which is just the north of the Maldives. That would hopefully give easy access and connectivity to Minicoy Islands and to the northern atolls of the Maldives. We have also, the Prime Minister announced that India would undertake a feasibility study on the development of the regional port in Kurdufushi at the earliest possible time. That would mean that we can start the development work of the northernmost port, the Kurdufushi port, and therefore I am convinced that the people of the Maldives are going to benefit immensely from the agreements. I also would like to thank the Prime Minister to be so helpful during the course of the 17th SAARC summit, run up to the SAARC summit, and during the summit for the Indian government's assistance, both moral and other support towards the government in having the summit and concluding it in with such success. I thank the Indian government and Indian people for the very good relations that we are able to foster between both our countries. From here, the Prime Minister will be leaving to the Parliament. As we all know, this is the first multi-party parliament in the Maldives, and Prime Minister Manmohan Singh would be the first head of government or head of state to address our parliament. That, of course, is again gives us great pleasure, and we thank the Indian government for that. Thank you, Prime Minister.
Your Excellency, Mr. Mohammad Nasheed, President of Maldives, ladies and gentlemen of the media, I've just concluded very fruitful and productive discussions with His Excellency President Nasheed. I conveyed to His Excellency my warm felicitations on holding an extremely successful SAARC summit. I am confident that under President Nasheed's chairmanship of SAARC, the pace of our activities will gather even greater momentum. The President and I have reviewed our bilateral relations as well as regional and global issues of mutual interest. We have had a meeting of
තරංගලෝගෙන්දිය. అది ખાસකම් ඉමාරාතුගේ ෆෙම්බර් ඔවරස් පඩාවන බඩ පේනෝ මිතිබි ටෙක්නිකල් level එක ડોක්ටරුන්ගේ خدمت අදෙත් ඒ එබා කන්නේගේ මේ බඩ රංගල කුංචින අවුන් දැන් මේ ඇග්‍රීමන්ට් තවකු ෆෙන්න මුස්තක්බල් ෆෙනිගෙන් දානකම උම්මීද කරන් අවුන් මේ ඉන්දිරා ගාන්ධි මෙමෝරියල් හොස්පිටල්ගේ ටෙක්නිකල් خدمت ડોක්ටරි خدمت වරෝදගෙන් දානකම එනොත ඒ අවුන हम वरबड़ फाग गेंदिया इंडिया एमस मी वरबड़ देखो हमगे गुड़ुमगे वर खास सरमजे गोतुगा एकम फाह कुरा थंग एवी मताय थंग मरामत कुरमठा आदि मी इतुरा तना देतरे इंडिया एमस विस्नाती ता ए गवर्नमेंट के सोय करवा हिसाब दिए तो आदि
देंगा मत दे में एबस मगा सोय करवे एबस तो के तेरे फाह करे के मेदी खागो फेरी सिस्टम में गायम करो एक सबब में हम राइस के वाक फोकस फाह करे वे राज्य के उतरु के अतोल तक इंडिया के में सरहद तक वर बड़ गुड़ी के दाने
आदे अरुण फाह करे तो मालिक मिया सरहद की अरुण में मिहार दांग है फसिया सरहद देनो एनो तो मिहार मी इंडियन यूनियन टेरिटरी के तेरे के मैंने गागन का अब वरकत तंग ओबे ओ इंडियन यूनियन टेरिटरी को तो फाह करे एक तंग एतंग मी मालिक मिनिको आइलैंड नोनी मालिक में उन्ना लक्षद्वीप सरहद की तो एक तंग एरा मी राज्य में गातु को मेननी मालिक आनो मालिक दिवेहिंदा में जेने वरंगंद गोतक मी कोचिन गे तेरे फेरी गे गोतक करने गे था फेरी एक गोतल्ला गोस्वरा अगुबड़ गोतक दामे नेम एकम विस लुई लिबे खा गोतक मी एग्रीमेंट होगा और खबर लिबेंदी तो वाह का तको अडवेंदी और दिवेहिंदा इतना दियों को फुर्सत तक कोई फंसे है गोतका लिबेंदा का एक्सेस से वाह का गोतका दे तो और नहीं बने हमारा अंगल कमेंगे और दिवे ही बहुम वाह दक्का दिवे ही नोनी या दिवे बहुम वाह दक्का हमें कन सरहद की है और में हम वारा दिवे ही नवारा फखरे सरहद का वाने एनो तो एक सरहद को मालिक को मी उन्ना बिदनो मी सगाफी को तुम सब में नवारा बड़ा गुड़ी फा बदे वेगन दान अनेक मी मालिक मी हम कोलंग अव मा दिवे ही खास को दिवे ही गे वरक गिन बय हम बेनो वातने बादादंदा ए अळवन मेंगे दिरुर मा एक दिरुर में गुडे अळवन में एक गोत वाह दखा बयको दिबितन का वाती दें अळवन में अनेक मादुरे गे वेस्नो तो इंडिया गे में कारी सरहद की गागन का मी अड्डी वरक किलोमीटर अळवन ने राज्य गे एम उतुर रकम तुराकुनो मी उन्ननी हिसाब गागन का हाई काशिक गडी दोने गस इंजन दोने गस देवेन एम फसे हन देवे को मकी हम वरबु रगल कमे गोत फा
आदि हम मी कितुरु मे अगमन मालिक देवम के इतुरु इंडिया राज्य अन्न वेतिर कुरे मुदला अदतो मिबा हम वरबडन इतुरु गेन दान अदतो फेरी सिस्टम
कोचिन की इंडिया हम वाने मरकजी फारिस सरहद देंगे ए कुरी केरला स्टेट के वेरिरा द बिहार प्रेसिडेंट रमकबिस वर गिन उफेदन तो फद्दा थनेंगे कोचिन के वरबुड बादरे वेसुन्नतने कोचिन नम सीधा राज्य तकत गिने कमन्या व्यापारी न विसे फसिहत के लिए बिगन दान है नो
एक सब उतुर गातो तक हास को ए उतुरा वे दतो मी फेरी सिस्टम में कैरी वे नाने में गातो को मेती उतुर गातो तक उतुर अतोल तक में व्यापार करवा बेफना नोनी उतुर अतोल तक किया वरगे में तरगे नोनी
में राज्य उतुर स्मृति कुर्दु फशीगा सरहदी बंदरेंगे वे दतो एमा ए बंदरंग हम उतुर गावन मालिवर हम गाम इसको चिन्वन नहीं चाहिए सेम मालिवर सम अन्न भी दें हम उत्तर विस गेंदे वेन तो हम मुदा आदि मी कमिश्नर का मी अने मी कंसेशन तक वैसे बोवे तो 30% कंसेशन है बोवे सरहदी बंदर तक दा मुदलो मी अने टैरिफ ने गुमगस एन तो एवी मा उन्हें ने हम लुई तक ले गेंदा करने कम उसो व्यापार वेन नविस
में देंग गवर्नमेंट में मालूमात लीफ वागो तो हम में डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह वडान वाणी रैतुंगे मछली को मनक फान तकरीर कुरबाने अगन कुरी में फाह कोल्ली हिंग में रैतुंगे मछली को मनक फान कुरबा तकरीर की हम फाह कोल्ली वे तारीखी तकरीर सब की मी राज्य बेरो के इज्जत तेरिया को ರೈತುಂಗೆ ಮಜ್ಲಿಹುಂ ಫಾಸ್ ಕುರವ್ವಾಗೆನ್ ರೈತುಂಗೆ ಮಜ್ಲಿಹುಗೆ ತಕ್ರೀರ್ ಕುರವ್ವಾ ಫುರತಮ ಫಾರು ರೈತುಂಗೆ ಮಜ್ಲಿಹುಗೆ ಹದ್ದಿಹ ಅಂಹಾರುಗೆ ತಾರೀಹುಗೆ ರೈತುಂಗೆ ಮಜ್ಲಿಹುಂ ಫಾಸ್ ಕುರವ್ವಾಗೆನ್ ರಾಜ್ಯಗೆ ಬೇರುಗೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಂ ಬೇರುಗೆ ಇಜ್ಜತ್ತೆರಿಯಕು ರೈತುಂಗೆ ಮಜ್ಲಿಹುಗೆ ತಕ್ರೀರ್ ಕುರವ್ವಾ ಫುರತಮ ಫಾರು එහෙම තක්රීර හැම වර තාරිහි තක්රීර කව්වගෙන් දානේ ඒ තාරි මේ තාරිහි තක්රීර ආගම හැම තිබෙෆුනා හැම වගතුන් ගෙනස්තේන මේ දැන් හැම මේ ඉන්දියා ය රාජ්‍ය ගොළුමු වාහකත බාවා ෆාගම ඉන්දියාගේ ખારજી සියාසත බලාලායර ඉන්දියාගේ ખારજી සියාසත බදතකින් ඇසිත ડોક્ટર මන්මෝහන් සින්වරිකම වඩාන නෝනි කුරීගේ සියාසත හැම මිහාරස් ඉන්දියාගෙන් ගොළුවන්
මේ ඉන්දියා එකේ තවම අනේ ખાරજી සියාසත හැම වරත් ස්ටේබල් කවමේ දැන් ඉන්දියාගේ ખાරજી සියාසත බදල්තකින් ඉන්දියා දුනියෙන් හොළුවාදම ගුලිගෙන් කොමසර්ග බදල්තකින් මිසාලක ඒ කුරීග ඉන්දියා ගොළුන් නූෆද්දා නෝනි ගොළුන් එහා බඩ බදේ නොකරා කොම තහක ඉන්දියා ගොළුන් තපතේ කරමු දින අවස්ථේක නොදිවන ආරම් ෆිෂි නේද එහෙනවස් මේ ඒ ගොළුන් තවස් මෙන්න වර බඩ ස්ටේබල් කවරන් හැමජෙහි වර මේ කොන්ටිනියු ගොතකම් මිදනි වකි සරකාර බදල් වෙගෙන් ඒ ගොළුන් තක බදල් මාවුඩ බදල් තක නැතන් නොෆෙදේ දැන් මන්මෝහන් සිංහ වෙරි කමුගා අවුන් අම කුලියස් තන්නේ ෆදා වර බඩ මසකම කරවනි මේ ඉන්දියා ෆෑදා හරි ගොතක ඉන්දියා ખાරජි සියාසත් විහාස් පොඩක බට්ටන් කරවේත වකි අයිඩියොලොජි එක ගොතකන්නෝ මේ ගොතුන් එම කුරීග මේ නොනෙලෙන්ගේ දොස්සරුග ඉන්දියාගේ ගොළුන්ත බොඩ මේ කොන්සන්ට්‍රේටර් ෆො මෙන්නනි නේ රෂියාය ඒත ඒ හුලංග කොම්ත කවර බොඩ එන්නමස් ෆහුන්ගස් දෙෆරාතගේ මෙදුග හම බැලන්සින් ඔන්න ගොතන් ඉන්දියා එකේ මේ යුරෝප් එකේ ගොත නොනි හුලං කොම්ත කේ ගොත हम रशिया वैसे गुणत बदे करमुन दी हम रशिया के एक गुणत अमेरिका बदे करमुन दी हम एक इस्लामी कौम कावण गुणत कविस मावड़ बदल तक ना दे अनका फलस्तीन मसलागस देखे गोइंग हम गागण कंग हम एक खा गत कंग मन मिफेननी ये वजपाय सरकार गो सदी मिहार गो सरकार गो दिन अवट्टे कौम तक बदार गो सम ईरान वन गुणत विस वकी बदल तक ना दे इंगे तो चाइना वन गुण थुर रंगल वगिन दी अदि मिदन्नायं वकी कौम रुस्साक वकी कौमक දෙකොල් සියාස්තව ඉන්දියා කොණු ගොල මිසාලක ඊරාන වුණ ගුරුන්ත වෙසම ඇමරිකා ඊරාන දෙතිරෙක මස්ස එකම වෙසම ඉන්දියා ඒ බහට්ටා ගුරුන්තකෙන් හැම ඊරාන හස් බහට්ටා හැම තරගේ කරුම් ගෙන්දේ දැන් අරබ් කොම්ත කවන ගුරුන්ත වෙස ඉස්ලාම කොම්ත කවන ගුරුන්ත ස්මාබල් බදල්තකෙන් අනතර නොෆෙන එනවස් ඉන්දියා එක්සෝදා ගුලේ ගොතුන් බද හිකරම් වා බද ගුරුම් තකෙන් ඇමරිකා තන් කුල බොඩ බද වෙගෙන් කොස්ෆාවේ නොස්තෙක් නොදියා ගන්න තකුම් ෆිෂි එකම දනි වර ස්ටේබල් කො කුල්ලි කුල්ලිය බදල්තකෙන් අන්න ගොත කරන
ආද මිහාර තිබෙෆුන්න ති ෆෙනි වඩාන්නවනි ડોક્ટર મનમોહન સિંહ રૈતુંગે મચલી તકરીર કરે મම જેફાવાતી એતાનોગે મંજર વગુતું મે આગળ મે હમ ડોક્ટર મનમોહન સિંહ વડાગન રૈતુંગે મચલી તકરીર કરવા મંજર තිබෙෆුන්න હમે હම વગુતું ගෙනස්තේන ආද මේ මනමෝහන් සිං මේ දෙවි තක් අද මජ්ලිහ වඩායතම කුරින් මනමෝහන් සිං වනේ රයිසුල් ජුමහුරියා ගොෆේ වඩායන් රයිසුල් ජුමහුරියා මොහම්මද් නෂීද් අද බේෆලොන් මේ බයාන දෙවාෆ මේ අද මිහා හිසාබුන් අල්ගොන් මෙන් ඒ බයාන් තිබේ ෆොන්න හැම කෙනස්තයන් මේ අග මේ මසකේ ක්‍රම මිදනි හැම මේ मनमोहन सिंह आदि रईस जुमहूरिया मोहम्मद नशीन देवी बयान तिबे फुन्ना हमें गेनेस्ते वे तो अगो में वगुतुं गेनेस्ते प्रोग्राम में भी हम मिका टेक्निकल मसे त दिमावान अगो में हम फाकोला में अगो में हम मसे करो मिदनी देमे देवी बयान का डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह विदाल वे बस देवी बयान तिबे फुन्ना हमें गेनेस्ते वे तो में
Your Excellency Mr. Mohammad Nasheed, President of Maldives, ladies and gentlemen of the media. I've just concluded very fruitful and productive discussions with His Excellency President Nasheed. I conveyed to His Excellency my warm felicitations on holding an extremely successful SAARC summit. I am confident that under President Nasheed's chairmanship of SARC, the pace of our activities will gather even greater momentum.
ade argument dem mi genesteni Dr. Manmohan Sin mihar raitunge majliya wadaanawa manzar ade emanik fan wadaatuma fa den argument fenigen dani raitunge majliya emanik fan kurawa takrir ade miha tifeni wadaannawani Dr. Manmohan Sin raitunge majliya wadaannawa manzar agumen e sarahadu homa wagutum megeneseni ade Dr. Manmohan Sin emanik faange amakamalun raitunge majliya wadi wadaannawani den agumen me fenigen daani raitunge majliya emanik faan takrir kurawa manzar agon kurim wes faha gollihen Dr. Manmohan Sin ge me takrir ki hama tarihi takrir ka wegen dane raitunge majlihu ge haddiha anharu ge tarihu ge wes me raitunge majlihu fas kurawwagen rajyen beeruge izzateriyaku takrir kurawa me furatama faharu me ehmima Manmohan Sin ge takrir hama tarihi takrir ka wegen dane agumen e manzar ta hama tibe funa hama wagutun genestenen miharus tibe funa tifeni wadaannawani me esarahadduge manzar ta wagutun ade kuda irkolege terega Dr. Manmohan Sin raitunge majliha me takrir kurawan majlihu member unna mahatu prabha takrir kurawan e manzar agumen genestemun gendana miha tibe funa tifeni wadaannawani Dr. Manmohan Sin raitunge majlihu ge raisatullah shahidayaku me majlihu chamber wadaanne kurin argument na malumat lifa wagtu Dr. Manmohan Sin raitunge majlihu ge raisa baddal kurawana adi by member unna wes baddal kurawana e fahu den chamber wadagen me takrir kurabama pani hama jeifa
honor of addressing this august house. I am truly humbled by this gesture of goodwill accorded to me and to my country. Mr. Speaker, sir, I bring you the warm greetings and good wishes of the people of India. I congratulate the peoples of Maldives on their Republic Day yesterday and convey my belated greetings to each one of you on the auspicious occasion of Eid al-Adha. Honorable members, this is my first visit to Maldives as the Prime Minister of India. I am overwhelmed by the breathtaking beauty and serenity of this nation of islands. You are a truly blessed people to be living in such harmony with Mother Nature. The tranquility of your physical environments is matched only by your tolerance and your devotion to the noble religion of Islam. I am delighted to be here today in this pearl of the Indian Ocean. Yesterday at Adu City, the leaders of South Asia concluded the first ever SAARC summit in the Southern Hemisphere. I wish to heartily congratulate His Excellency President Mohammad Nasheed, the government and people of Maldives for the outstanding manner in which the summit was organized. The summit has helped to further consolidate the process of regional integration in South Asia, a goal which unites both India and Maldives. Honorable members, the People's Majilis is a living testimony to the strong faith the people of Maldives have shown in democracy. As a fellow democracy, we take delight in your achievements. In 2008, you adopted a new constitution and then held presidential elections in a free and fair manner. The foundations of democracy were further reinforced with the first multi-party parliamentary election in 2009 and subsequent elections for the city, atoll, and island councils. You have undertaken the reforms necessary for the independent functioning of the judiciary and other vital organs of the state. The People's Majlis has upheld the freedom of speech and expression of the people and the media, which are the pillars of any democracy. India will be at your side in your transition to a fully functioning democracy. We will assist the Majlis by way of training, formulation of rules and regulations, and any other assistance that you may wish to desire. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha is scheduled to visit Maldives at the invitation of the Honorable Speaker of the Majlis. The formation of India-Maldives parliamentary friendship groups in the People's Majlis and in the Indian Parliament augur well for the development of close relations between our two parliaments. These are links which are natural between two close neighbors. Honorable members, the well-known Maldivian historian and scholar Nasima Muhammad has recorded that according to legend, the first people who settled in Maldives were a race called Dhivis from Kalibangan on the banks of river Saraswati during the Indus civilization. Today, students from all across Maldives live and study in Thiruvananthapuram, Bengaluru, and Mysore. They constitute the largest expatriate Maldivian community abroad. The recent establishment of an Indian cultural center at Male will further promote people-to-people contacts and facilitate the visits of Maldivian artists and scholars to India. We will be happy to facilitate more intensive exchanges between the Maldivian National University and universities in India. Earlier today, I have discussed these and other bilateral initiatives with His Excellency President Mohammad Nasheed. We have succeeded in defining new frontiers for our cooperation that will have a tangible effect on the lives of common citizens of both our countries. His Excellency the President and I have signed a historic framework agreement on cooperation for development. This is a blueprint for cooperation in areas such as trade and investment, food security, fisheries development, tourism, transportation, information technology, new and renewable energy, communications, and enhancing connectivity by air and by sea. I informed His Excellency the President of our decisions to extend a standby credit facility of $100 million to Maldives. This will help Maldives to meet its short-term budgetary needs and enable it to import essential commodities. We have extended a line of credit of $40 million for the construction of new houses. We look forward to the first houses coming up in the not too distant future. Maldives has made impressive gains in education and in promoting the cause of gender equality. Your social indicators are among the best in our region. We will collaborate with you to build upon these notable successes. We are ready to work with the government of Maldives to train youth in identified areas of skill development. The Indira Gandhi Memorial Hospital in Malé has served as the main referral hospital for Maldives. We will undertake a major renovation of this hospital as part of our aid program. The tourism and hospitality sectors are the largest revenue earners in Maldives. Indian companies are engaged in various infrastructure projects in Maldives which will further enhance your earning potential. We have decided to forge closer economic links through banking and financial institutions. We wish to cooperate in the modernization of your fishing and food processing industries. No enterprise between our two countries can be complete without planning for greater connectivity between us. Our officials are now engaged in talks to work on a passenger-cum-cargo ferry service between Cochin and Malé, and to look at the possibility of developing a port north of Malé. We have encouraged our airlines to increase direct air links between destinations in India and Maldives. Honorable members, I am aware of the threat which Maldives faces from rising sea levels. We understand your concerns because millions of Indians themselves live in vulnerable coastal areas of Indian Peninsula. I wish to state in no uncertain terms that India will stand as one with Maldives in combating global warming. Maldives' views must be heard with respect in Global Council. We will help Maldives to achieve its aim of becoming a carbon neutral country. We will help build your capacities through sharing of energy efficiency technologies and provide scholarships for students from Maldives in areas such as coastal zone adaptation and management. We in India have made a number of commitments on climate change. One is to keep our per capita emission of greenhouse gases below the average for the industrialized countries. Second, we have committed to reduce the emission intensity of our gross domestic product by 20% between 2005 and 2020. We have launched 8 national missions under our National Action Plan on Climate Change. The Green India Plan seeks to regenerate 6 million hectares of degraded forest land. India will be a constructive participant in the global climate change negotiations based on the principle of.
Also wish to put on record our gratitude for the continued assistance and cooperation the Majilis receives from the Lok Sabha. I would once again like to convey to you, Mr. Prime Minister, to Madam Kaur, to the members of your delegation, to the members of the Indian Parliament, and to the friendly people of India, the greetings and good wishes of the members of the People's Majilis and the people of the Maldives. Mr. Prime Minister, I now have the great honor to present to you, on behalf of the members of the People's Majilis, a commemorative plaque to mark this historic visit by Your Excellency to the People's Majilis. Agun menge agenda mi hisabun niuma kamiyadu mi ai agun men jalsa nimuma faho Prime Minister India ge State Prime Minister bembaruna salam kallema agun ge madlihuge talma wadanwan e hisabun agun menge madlihuge miyaduge mi baddalu nimigen dani agun menge agenda niuma eko mi hisabun agun miyaduge jalsa nimmala walhamdulillah rabbil alamin majlis nimuni.
Ade argument demme fenige midie India ke board wazir Dr. Manmohan Singh me raitunge majlihuga kurave takrir miharu emanik faana raitunge majlihuge memberuna salam kurava manzart befunati fene wadayan wani me anika sagum jawad awgon hama fa kolambeno me majlihu kurave takrir ko wes me boda me alialu wala wafmeti dekawmuge demedu ko kolum dekawmuge demedu ko kolum waru gad kuruma me dekawmun kuriya genda masakete ka begota kon kametto boda me faang we gendi me takrir
ade me awna fa kolon de kamen ekam ki rajya me qanun asasi ka ekkonga demokrati islahta ya ekko democratic ko ekkamen ofedigen diuma rajya vetvidiya gaganaka haikka ashekka haikka harterege awon denne netto haikka ashekka harterege mi abadal taka warbana marhaba idalwe rajya ki kuda kawma kawino is rajya ki isnamuna dikkidan e kawmekkama vaakra fani den de kawmu mes hissa kura waragina masayta ke faaha kurebi netto socio economic challenge taka beyoto gonjon taka begotum wahdekki de aneka rajye kantaka India ama hitekam for ko de kamuge ishara tawani wara gina korwa den ege turun algonda ama wara boda fa koron singa takriruga carbon neutral qawmaka rajye duma sarkar gengude visnuma ves aljalu wale vita hame gota environment noni mitimavashige masata hoga rajye ada koralwada marhaba idalwe aneka irol akiye ama rajye wara ekashena aneka rajye mashhur gengu sawni dengo danwani ama kurigas ama rajye kiwa timavashige gotun mamunge dosorgos enuda ama wara mashhur gendia gawme aneka miharus rais nashidu gerkam gosam rajye wara timavashige kantattoga isko harkaterwa gawme gotuga faha kurane ama ekan faha kurwa fani rajye ki timavashige gotun duniyage femuruga hama faha kulle mi mashhur gawme gota kantattaka campaign kurma ema ekan as faha kurwa fani
den Dr. Manmohan Singh ge wahak froga faha kurevi India ya me rajya demetuga me India me tegawmuge salamati kantataki kulilama feva kantataki me India kanduga hinga komme kamakum wesama dekawma wes ega asar kurane me evidalwani me konkon kantaketto misala
me egodanno adetto hama agon me wahak takun wes India ki me sarhaddaga bodu bar dekun Asia ngeda den China ki ei boda irmati South East Asia dimala boda gossa වෙනනිකම් සීත දෙකුණු ඒෂියාවේ බදාර එමෙ බොඩ පාරක වයරුක මි ඉන්දියා කණ්ඩකි මි කණ්ඩවිස් මිකන ඉන්දියා කණ්ඩේ දෙත්තු ඉන්දියන් ඕෂන් අලුම මෙති ඉන්දියන් ඕෂන් ගේ හිම මි කණ්ඩුගේ මෙදු තෙරේ ගොයි කුඩ කුඩ කවම දිවේ රාජ්‍යකි අනක වර මේ කණ්ඩ බදාරුක ඉන්දියාගේ ගෑවීම වර ස්ට්‍රැටජික් සරහද් දෙක මි රාජ්‍යගේ ලොකේෂන් මි ඔන්නනි දැනක ඉන්දියාගේ කාරියක මි යුනියන් ටෙරිටරි තහකාවස් රාජ්‍ය වර ගෑ මිසලක මි මිනිකෝ අයිලන්ඩ්ස් දැන් ලක්ෂදීප් itu mitantara ara denge gitu mi ane mi khasako mi Lanka mi India divi rajya mi sawaka mi India ge ek geostrategic area gota fa ko sarhad ehma mi sarhad duga mi fa ko fito kandu feruma engo terrorism gamal taka mi chisaki India engama hinga kama banya ege barabodu asar kuran kan ehma India egen hama engeni India ge ka geostrategic sarhaddan emihun iskande waru eto e sarhadduge terega himne rajya Lankaya den Bangladesh samay e sarhadduge terega himne India ki ka badata kohumta kumar bada badane mi geographical area ya siyasata war bada gulwane mi geostrategic area gotami belive sarhadduge kohum em algon menge sarhadda India ge nazar hingan hame eto e wahake ishara kurevis
den me India in rajyen ehi vede dairataw tereng me tividaluwen hama kanduge sarahaddu balihetto me
e midanwa India gas maslahat ka fonna ne tanta
ege sabab algon men sama me
algon men ege faida wane got ki algon men ekam tamarin livigen dan ane ka rajyes me piracy ya me engo terrorism gamal taka mi chi algon men belihette wara bodu sarahadde ka rajy men gaagana nodiya has aka kilometer ge bodu sarahadde ka rajy me fitri fami onani India kanduga ehma sarahadde belihettunga fanni ka be kalgon menge kiwaga nen hama gaagana ka dettu bodu bayin hama madu hama algon menge ehma iba mi India ge hitir kama ekko iba belihettu go vejjiyai e komane komane ihtiram kure gotange kan gende godka vejjiyai hama algon men nge ada Quran
ek sabab rajyege maswerinne be sama rakkater kan
livigen dan ne ka datuverinne be rakkater kan livigen dan kalgon me ratta ki medanna wahanga washaag abadu adu kure ratta ken no detta em vejja misaya kalgon na hama fahakan asas finna mundani kandu ferum amal tahama mi hisabu ganu me sama kandu fere mi board to vis fenijja detta em vejja e chiefsaka mi technical framework ka mi satellite me dur ko rajya ek malumat libe gotange sarhad bele hette go maki algon me nama kan livigen dan kam hage gotta badayaro